Chris Bedford is the executive editor of the Common Sense Society, and he joins us tonight. Chris, thanks a lot for coming on. What did you think of this video?
Well, two things seem clear to me from this video. One is that Paul Pelosi appears to be trying to keep Madman calm. He's not trying to make any sudden movements. This guy's obviously willing to act like an animal, and when the police flash a flashlight in his face and move in, he's suddenly incredibly violent and nearly killed Paul Pelosi. The second thing that's so apparent from this is the absolute and total contempt that the city of San Francisco holds for the American people. The whole reason that a dozen news agencies had to sue for us to see this is because they declared that having this information would lead to disinformation, that American people having transparency, being able to see this video, would lead us down some kind of awful path towards lies and QAnon. That's how much contempt they have for us, that they're saying we don't deserve that information or we'll just be misled by it. When you see the video, well, it seems fairly clear that there's a frightened old man getting attacked.
Sure, by what seems like a crazy person. I mean, every witness who knew this guy before the attack said the same thing, which is he's mentally ill and he lives in Berkeley in a bus with, all kinds of left-wing stickers on it. He's not a right-wing activist. He's a mental patient. And I think the call and the video seem to confirm that. But that was not the message that Nancy Pelosi wanted to tell us, was it, right before the midterm?
No, the whole thing, and President Biden spoke about it multiple times, was that this was some kind of right-wing attack on the Speaker of the House. That whole thing was the actual disinformation. And NBC News was willing to suspend, seemingly permanently, a veteran reporter who hadn't done anything wrong except for possibly interrupt this narrative with some things that spread on the Internet and caused wonder over what exactly was going on. Now, I recognize that there was a couple different theories of what had actually happened in the first couple of days, but within a week, we had footage of this guy walking down the street with a hammer. We had footage of this guy breaking into the house with a hammer. Why did they take so many months? Why did they hide this, except for the fact that they simply hold us in contempt?
Well, last super quick question. Do you think there are still good government liberals out there who are bothered by the obvious corruption on display around us every single day? Do they even care?
Yeah, I think there are still a few clinging on to that, holding on to that. You meet a couple of them in the media, even occasionally. Folks who say, "What's going on?" And we talk about them all the time. People like maybe Glenn Greenwald, for example, is on this show all the time. They say, "This ain't right."
And it ain't. I agree with that. Chris Bedford, thank you so much.
Thank you.